Today, we're really digging into probably the biggest shift happening in AI right now. Forget just building the smartest standalone agent. The real battle, the one shaping the future, is for the AI operating system, the AI OS that manages all these agents.
Yeah, that's right. That's a fundamental shift in focus.
And it stems from this big problem the sources are calling the interoperability crisis.
Yeah.
You deploy loads of these AI agents, but they're isolated. You end up with this kind of digital Babel tower where nothing connects, nothing shares context. It's messy.
It really is. And, this isn't just some abstract IT headache. The stakes here are massive, economically speaking. We're talking about who sets the rules for this new agent economy. Projections are somewhere between 2.6 and 4.4 trillion dollars added to global GDP annually by the end of the decade.
Wow, trillion.
Yeah, so this AIOS race, it's fundamentally about who captures that enormous value.
Okay, let's ground this crisis a bit. How widespread is agent adoption, really? I saw a PwC survey.
Oh yeah, that one. Pretty striking numbers.
Said something like 79% of senior execs are already using agents, and 88% plan to up their budgets. So they're becoming standard practice basically by next year.
Exactly. Ubiquitous.
Yeah.
But that ubiquity, that's where the nightmares start for organizations.
Right. What kind of nightmares are we talking about?
Well, primarily these agents are stuck in their own little walled gardens. They don't talk to each other, which just fragments workflows everywhere.
Yeah.
And then you get this organizational chaos. Think about shadow AI.
Employees just using whatever tools they find, approved or not.
Precisely. Hundreds of them, maybe.
Okay.
And the security angle. Credential sprawl. Every agent needs keys, tokens. Suddenly you've got this uncontrolled mess of credentials. It's a massive attack surface waiting to be exploited.
Okay, so that's the problem laid bare. What's the architectural fix? The sources mention this agentic fabric as the core of the AIOS. What does that actually look like? Why is it the key?
Think of the agentic fabric as like this central nervous system connecting all these separate agents. But the absolutely critical piece, the part that makes businesses actually want to adopt an AIOS, is the observability and governance layer.
Observability and governance, so tracking things.
Exactly. It provides unified, auditable traceability. You need to know why an agent did something, how it reached a decision, especially for compliance and safety. That's the kind of capability that's, frankly, almost completely missing in the current open source agent landscape. Trust really hinges on that audit trail.
Makes sense. Which brings us neatly to the big players, the contenders for this OS dominance. The sources use some helpful analogies. First up, OpenAI. They're running what's called the Apple model, right? Vertical integration.
Yeah, it's a very high-risk, high-reward gamble. They're betting everything on their core model being just so good and backing it with, frankly, staggering compute investments. We're talking potential infrastructure needs heading towards 10 gigawatts. It's huge.
A massive bet on being the best in a closed system.
Exactly. Can that closed garden really win against the network effects of more open ecosystems? That's the big question for them.
Which leads perfectly to Microsoft. They're playing the Windows model, aiming for enterprise dominance.
Makes total sense for them. They're leveraging their massive distribution Azure, Microsoft 365, put the OS where the businesses already are.
And they're trying to unify things too, pulling together tools like Autogen and Semantic Kernel into their own Microsoft agent framework.
Right, trying to bring some order to that fragmented open source space, but under their umbrella. They want to own the agent desktop for businesses.
Okay, so Microsoft's challenger,
Yeah.
Google, they're positioned as the Android model.
Google's all about open standards. Their big push is this agent-to-agent protocol, A2A they call it. They're lining up partners, over 50 already, trying to build those crucial network effects. It's a direct challenge to Microsoft's enterprise grip, offering a more vendor-neutral playground.
So OpenAI's closed garden, Microsoft's enterprise walled garden, Google's open field, three very different strategies. But how does the winner actually capture that trillion-dollar value we talked about? You can't just sell AI results with a standard SaaS subscription, can you?
No, exactly. That model breaks down. The winning AIOS has to solve this value capture gap.
Huh.
It needs the infrastructure thing, something like an AI app store, but for agent capabilities that can actually track and price value based on the results the agents deliver, not just seat licenses or time used.
Right, results-based pricing. Okay, so boiling it all down, what's the key takeaway for you listening to this, maybe managing these systems? It sounds like the platform war isn't just about who has the fanciest tech.
Not at all. It really boils down to organizational trust and, honestly, managing fundamental change. Because this isn't just using AI like another tool on your desktop. It's shifting towards collaborating with AI as a genuine digital teammate.
A digital teammate.
Yeah. And as AI takes over more routine cognitive work, the truly valuable human skills, the ones that become scarce, are things like critical thinking, empathy, creativity, the stuff AI can't easily replicate.
So here's the final thought to leave you with. It seems like trust, not just pure function, is going to be the real currency here. Gartner's predicting, what, over 40% of AI agent projects might actually fail because of poor risk management?
That's a huge failure rate.
It is. So the winner in this AIOS race, it's probably going to be whichever company provides the most robust, the most transparent, the most auditable governance framework. That's where the real business value and the trust is going to land, regardless of who technically has the single smartest agent.